I'm out in the bush once again, out of my favorite hunting area. Came out because I had to do some maintenance on the Stealth Revolver 360, and you can see that over my shoulder here in the tree. The solar panel was just a little too high, so it wasn't getting enough sun, so wasn't charging well. So I've lowered it down the tree a little bit, and now it'll get sun the entire day. And I'm here to give my solar panels power pack a quick charge using this power bank by Goudet. It is a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, and it has a couple of ports, a USB-C port, a USB-A port, and it's the A port that I'll be using today. There's also two integral cables, charging cables. There is a lightning cable right here on the side, and there is a USB-C charging cable, which also acts as a carrying handle. So I'm going to plug the solar panel into the USB-A port, and I'm going to use the integral carrying handle, which is also a USB-C charging cable, to hang the power bank right above the solar panel while it charges the solar panel's power pack. When I'm out in the bush, power is always an issue. It's always something that I'm thinking about, because I need power for the cameras that I run when doing these videos, need power for my cell phone, perhaps for my tactical light, you know, if the battery starts to wear down. And I've been testing this power bank here by Goudet. The Goudet 10,000 milliamp hour power bank is an extremely reliable source of power. If you're looking for something to use to recharge your phone or your camera while you're out hiking, camping, or hunting, this is an exceptional choice. I've tested this for the last 30 days, charging devices every single day, whether it's been a mini iPad, an iPhone, a rechargeable microphone, tactical light, or a camping tent light. And this power bank has done an exceptional job at charging all of these devices. Now let's look at some of the features of the Goudet 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. It has two integral cables. It has a lightning cable on the side. It also has a USB-C charging cable, which also acts as a carrying handle. It has two ports, a USB-A and a USB-C port. It also has an integral charging station for a watch. This is a magnetic power station. You can charge multiple devices at the same time. It's a relatively fast charging power bank. I really like that. Of all of the options, those are the ports and the integral cables, which charge quite fast, the power station for your watch is the slowest charging station. And that should be expected, as normally you would charge your watch overnight. The power bank itself is very light. It's a very sleek design. It fits into your pants pockets very easily, whether it's the front or the rear pocket, or perhaps a cargo pocket on your hiking pants. If you're looking for a good, reliable power bank, have a look at Goudet's power bank. This 10,000 milliamp hour power bank is a very good, reliable choice. Just taking a little break, having some tea after readjusting that solar panel. Took a little bit of time to find that right spot, but it's now all set up and raring to go, and that power pack is charging now. That solar panel is getting plenty of sun. I think what I'm going to do after I'm finished my break, I'm going to head off into the bush, do a little bit of shed hunting. I'm going to check on all my cameras as well, swap the SD cards, Check the batteries as well. If they need changing, I'll do that at the same time. Maybe I might get lucky this time, third time lucky perhaps, looking for sheds. We'll see. Well, went to 2 cameras, swapped the SD cards, looking around for some sheds right now. Still no luck. I was hoping I'd find at least one antler. Just having a lot of bad luck. Let's go through here. Two well-used trails here in front of me. I know these trails well. Lots of deer come through here, along with the elk. There's still no sign of an antler. Some deer fur. I'll show that to you. There's some deer fur. Okay, there's a trail here. There's another trail there. Branches off to the left and to the right. Some more deer fur. I haven't walked down this trail with you guys before, so this is new. There's some more deer fur. The elk are back in here. Sure would be nice to see them alive other than on my cameras only. A lot of trees have fallen down in here over the winter. This trail should take us straight to another one of my spy point cameras. I should be almost to that camera. There it is. I see it. All right. There it is. Got 3 spy point cellular cameras out here. All right, gonna swap the SD card, check the batteries on this one. Here's a pesky squirrel here, constantly setting off this camera of mine. I'll show you his home. So, that squirrel lives in here. And he's constantly running around and setting off my camera. There's the camera. He didn't live here before. It wasn't an issue for years until this past winter. Or I should say, last fall. He moved in. But this is an intersection of 4 or 5 trails here. So a lot comes through here. And that's why I like this camera here, but I think I'm gonna have to reposition it. Point it in a slightly different direction so it doesn't pick that pesky squirrel when he comes out of his home and he starts running around out here. This is another very well used trail. I usually have a tree stand up there, not too far away, about 20 yards. Not necessarily to cover this trail, but to cover an open area where this trail leads to. I've had quite a few deer coming across that deer stand over the years, and many times it's a doe being chased by a buck, but it's never been a big enough buck, so I haven't taken the shot. All right, I have a camera covering this trail, and it's in video mode. There it is. It's a muddy. So this muddy camera covers that trail. I believe it's a 16 megapixel camera and it takes 720p videos. And I have it pointed up this trail here. I've had black bear come down here and rub on that real large tree right there in the past. Been pretty cool to see. Okay, gonna check that camera now, swap out the SD card and check the batteries. I'm gonna walk up this trail a little bit now that I swapped that SD card. Batteries are fine. And that camera, I think you can just make it out behind me over my left shoulder. Check out this trail and see if perhaps I see some deer fur there. Perhaps I might find an antler here, a shed. Got a lot of bucks, a lot of pictures of bucks coming up this trail, stopping and rubbing up against trees and so forth. Boy, this trail is well used. More deer fur here. There's some deer fur. going to go up the trail a little more and then make my way back to that camera, pick up my bag, and head over to a few other of my cameras. Two more cameras checked. Swap the SD cards, batteries are fine. Gonna check on one more camera and I'm gonna call it a day. Still no sheds. Haven't found an antler. Boy, I have a lot of trees falling down here over the winter. Trail is blocked here. See if I can get around this way. Gonna be tough getting through. Ah, here we go. Alright, I got a camera about 10 yards away. Maybe I'll go to that one, check it out, and call it a day. There it is. Alright, that'll be the last camera for today. Check that out and maybe zip over to my spy point, which is 25 yards straight down the middle of the picture here, and then make my way back home. Just make sure that that spy point is okay with that solar panel I've got on it. Alright, last camera, spy point flex, cellular camera. Just gonna make sure that it's doing right. You have to readjust that solar panel too, just so to get the sun late in the evening. Alright, I'm going to adjust that right now. Well, didn't find any antlers. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Just taking a 5-minute break before carrying on to the truck. I'm back where the Stealth Revolver 360 is. I left some of my gear here so I wouldn't have to carry it all through the bush. I did find a feather. I didn't find any antlers, but I found this feather. I don't know what it's to. Is it, maybe it's a turkey feather? I'm not a turkey expert. So, I don't know, can you tell? Can anyone tell me what kind of feather this is? What's it belong to? I'd also be interested in knowing what some of you guys use for trail cameras. Anybody else out there have experience with the Stealth Revolver 360? My Stealth Revolvers are pretty new. I bought them back in December when they were on sale. I think I bought 3 at that time, all at one shot in the month of December. They seem to be working quite well. The only thing that is somewhat annoying is in the early mornings there's a little bit of condensation or fog that's built up on the housing, on the glass. You know, there's a the camera lens is on the inside, and it rotates 360, and it has a, I don't know what you call it, plastic window that goes all around the camera, and then of course the lens pivots inside, taking pictures through that through that plastic window, and for some reason there's always one or two sections of the camera that have that condensation or fog on it. It doesn't last long. I would say about maybe an hour to 2 hours it's gone, but it's annoying, you know. And what if something walks by that particular section? For those of you who don't know, the Stealth Revolver 360 takes pictures 360 degrees. It has 6 sections, divided into 6 sections, and you can tell the trail camera what sections, what specific sections you want it to be observing. So if you pick sections 2, 3, and 4, anything that walks by the camera in sections 5 and 6 and 1, for instance, the motion sensor will not be set off and the camera won't take a picture. But you can tell it to take 360s or 180. You can tell it to monitor all 6 sections as well. Of course, one section is always blocked if that camera is on a tree. If you put it on a metal stake of some sort, then of course it becomes sort of a security issue, depending where you are. I'm on public land here, so anybody could come by through here, and it's somewhat hard to lock a camera to a metal stake, you know, unless it's specifically designed for it, and it goes pretty deep into the ground and it's really hard to pull out. So you know, I don't want to leave my $300 camera on something like that, so I put it on a tree, so I lose one section of the camera. So I still get 5 sections covered, and that's okay, that's no problem. So yeah, so that's the only annoying thing is that fog buildup on the camera, and usually 1 or 2 sections for about an hour or 2. You can't get any good pictures. So anyways, if anybody else has some experience with these Stealth Revolver 360 cameras, you know, jot down what you found with them in the comment section of this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as well. I'd appreciate it. Really helps the channel. You know, that algorithm, YouTube algorithm, and therefore my videos will get recommended to more people. I'll get more viewers and maybe a few more subscribers. So all in all, a nice day out here. Beautiful weather, can't complain at that. It's got to be right now, yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock, I think. Let's see here. Nope, my mistake. It's almost 6:30, and it's still nice and warm. It's got to be plus 18 Celsius easily in the sun anyhow. So can't complain. Got to all the cameras. Unfortunately, I left some of my SD cards back with the gear that I left here with the 360. So I was short 2 SD cards. So 2 of the cameras, I didn't do anything other than just check and make sure that they're doing okay. And they're fine. No trees have fallen down in front of them or anything like that. I have almost lost 2 cameras in the past year because of old trees that finally went down in the wind and just missed the tree. I mean, just missed the trees of those that those 2 cameras were mounted on. All right, well, you can hear the train in the background. That's the only thing that breaks the stillness out here is the train. Well, I guess that's it. End of the tea. So I'm gonna get everything on my back here and make my way back to the truck. So get out, do something, and enjoy the outdoors. Until next time.